night, Carlos and Jay, alright. Talking love so bright under the studio lights. Dating tips galore, they're never a bore. Laughing till we're sore, tuning in for more. Love in black and white, they keep it loose and tight. Putting love back in sight with every funny bite. Relationships they break from real to all that's fake. These guys never flake, always make you stay awake. Love in black and white, Carlos J take flight. Keep your love in mind so right, every single night. Through laughter, tears and fears, they've gotten us for years. With jokes and all that's dear, our love's clear. Through laughter, tears and fears, they've gotten us for years. With jokes and all that's dear, our love's clear.
Right on, right on. What's up, guys and gals? It's Big Irish J, and you've turned into Love in Black and White. I'm one of your hosts, Big Irish J, and with me is the co-host, the Black Don Juan, part-time famous, full-time funny, Carlos Anthony.
Man. Yeah, get that out your throat.
Yeah.
Get that out your throat.
Getting over excuse me, sorry.
Right.
Carlos, fuck off. Carlos and I were at Laughlin this last week at the LA Comedy Club at the Edgewater Casino. It was a great week. It's a great club. It was a fun time. And I'm allergic to cigarette smoke. And we went down to the casino where Carlos and I lost some money. And our friend Sean came in and won, what was it, 1,500, 2,000?
2,000.
Fucking 2,000. Yeah, the fucking rich get richer, Sean.
Right. In under an hour and a half.
Yeah, we just kept watching it. We were like, this motherfucker. It's a white privilege shit.
Right. I lost $30. That was my limit. I think 30. Yeah, I'm still pissed off about it.
I think I ended up losing about 50 or so. I was up 200 or 200 and something, and then I tried to do Sean's fucking stupid game and lost some more, but who gives a fuck? But the big takeaway from it was I'm allergic to cigarette smoke, so I get like sick symptoms, and I turn into Barry White. What up, Michi? Fucking Michi. Topics. We got some topics. I was looking at what you put in here, Carlos. These are pretty dope topics.
I try to stay on top of things.
We can get right into it. Do you think a lot of people pass up the potential of a good mate because they don't come in the package aesthetically that they want? Ooh, this is a good one. I wish we had some of the ladies in here, but Michi, you're welcome too.
Absolutely. I mean, I wrote the topic, so I mean, and technically, you can't answer the topic because
I can't. Why can't I answer?
You can. So let's go with it. Let's go with it from your perspective first, and then we'll get into mine.
Oh shit, the comedy shaman is watching and he is not impressed. We get that a lot here, Doom, so welcome. I guess Victoria, what up?
Right.
I think I mean we're both wise men now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that probably happens more when you're younger, because you're focused on just getting your fucking dick relieved, and then sorry, I don't know.
This is gonna be that kind of show. All right.
I don't know. I don't know a quicker way to say it. The fucking you getting the poison out. But I know. Excuse me. But I mean, we both have talked about like as you get older, you want less and less horse shit to have to deal with, and drama and all this. So And also as you get older, you're not fucking as much. So I'm like,
Possibly.
well, you just give it like 4 more years.
I mean, you are like 6 or 7 ahead of me, so I mean,
Jesus Christ. What up, Natasha? Natasha's in here. Define older. Yeah, no, yeah. Evening, gentlemen, and hello to the chat as we start off with strong dick relief. Yeah, you get it. Excuse me. No, but when I was younger, I'll just speak for myself. I won't say in generalities, but when I was younger, you see like the booty or some fine chick, and you're like, I want to fuck, and then she could be annoying as fuck, but you're like, whatever. I don't have to talk to her while we're fucking. But as you get older, I think, or as I got older, I think you're more like, fucking settling down, or you want to build something with someone, and so it's like, I mean, I still, it's still the physical. I've always said it's the physical that attracts you. It's the personality that keeps you.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking lyrics.
Okay, so I see. I'm picking up
lines, bars, as Trix would say. But yeah. So I mean, it's still, if you're doing on the dating apps, or if you see somebody at a bar or whatever, it's the physical that's attracting you. So I mean, I it's not like, being with Angel that I lowered my standards of what I like physically.
I mean, she did, but we'll go ahead. What? It looked like you just froze up.
Well, it's been a fun show so far. That's pretty good. I like that one. But I'm sick though, so I can't fire back. I'm sick. I'm just. Do you guys watch? Victoria said, "Do you guys watch any of those Finding Love shows like Love Is Blind?" I've seen a few of them. I've fucking Angel and her daughter Amari, I should say, got us fucking hooked on 90 Day Fiance, and been watching all kinds of. There's a white trash lady that fucking is like 70 and was dating this dude from Africa, and he's finally moved over, but she's a piece of shit to him. Like, she talks down to, I don't want to get into that. Anyways, so that's my answer, is I like my standards of what I am attracted to. It's not like I was just like, well, fuck all that, and let me just find somebody I'm compatible personality wise. But I definitely think it's you won't put up with as much shit as you will when you're younger, in my opinion. It's like, you could be fine as shit, but if I start talking to you and she smokes cigarettes, fuck, I'm allergic to cigarettes. So, or she I don't know, she's fucking, does that vocal fry.
Woo!
I do that. I'm like,
yeah, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Can't handle that. If she's fucking
dick shrivel up, do that.
If she's like ghetto, I fucking all that shit. Yeah. So that's my long-winded answer. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I know you're trying to get it out with all that you got going on, but it's all good. I'm on the fence. I don't think it's just a young thing now. I think it's people will literally pass up someone that is potentially good for them if they don't aesthetically look how they want. And it's an interesting situation, obviously, because I've done it too. It's like, hey man, this woman is dope as a woman. I mean, but shit, aesthetically, if I have to look at her like this, and it don't turn me on. So that's a huge part of it. So I get that portion of it, but what I'm trying to stay away from is being what's the word I'm looking for? Superficial. Exactly. To the point that I'm not going to have a good relationship thinking that I have to have this stunning supermodel to be in my life, because it doesn't have to be like that at all for me to be happy, because 9 times out of 10 that's going to wind up being a fucking disaster. So it's an interesting place to be in, but I brought that topic up because I hear a lot of people saying, man, if they ain't looking like this, or they ain't built like this, or they ain't got no, and I'm like, well, have you looked at you?
You ain't got any mirrors where you live?
Right. It's like, that don't make sense.
Oh fuck, I had a point, but I got some timers and I lost it already. It was related to this. Fuck. God damn it.
What
You
up,
were-
Stormbreaker?
Yeah, what up, Stormbreaker? You were talking about the passing it up and the other. Fuck. I
Why
think
you
it's
think?
gone.
Well, yeah. I mean, because I recently I've passed across a couple of women, and I'm just like, but it went back to the back part of what you were saying. Like they're to me they're stunning physically, but then you look at what they're doing, and they're super ultra loud and ghetto, and I'm like, I can't deal with that on
Yeah.
on a 24-hour, 7-day basis. I can't. I don't know if I can deal with that.
Oh, dude, some fucking bubblegum smacking bitch. My buddy used to say, "Oh, this is fucking gay dude Gilbert." Like this old fucking bubblegum smacking bitch.
But so Stormbreaker, yeah, I have this. I've asked a couple of people that Stormbreaker when they be like, man, especially my homies, that man, I ain't dating no girl unless she got this fat ass. She look like this. And
I remember what I was
I'll
going to
be
say.
like, dude, have you looked at yourself in the mirror? Like, do you see yourself daily? Because if so, how can you demand all this from a woman and you look like a fat slob? Like, I don't understand this. It blows my mind.
I wrote this down. I was writing this down because I'm like, I don't want to forget it again. I was gonna say, you know, who are like girls that seem to have like great, well, for me, that mesh well with me, and I'd probably with the average dude or people in our demographic, our age range, all that. There's two fat girls that have lost weight because when they were fat, they had to rely on their personality. And then if they lose weight and they still got that personality, and then they fucking are looking great, that's great. But I've always said I seem to get along well with women that either had brothers growing up and or their parents are still together. And I think the brothers part, I think, is because they kind of know guys will be guys, so to speak, you know, or, you know, with fart and burp or whatever. Not to saying that I fucking do that all the time, but just, you know, they're not so quick to be like, oh my God. And there's like, they'll laugh it off more, especially if they have, you know, if they have brothers. And I think people, women whose parents are still together, mine weren't. My parents got divorced when I was fucking, I don't even remember them ever being together, but I had my grandparents to look at as far as like what a successful relationship was. But I think if a girl's parents are still together, they kind of see how you work through a relationship and what it takes to stay together. So again, I just, from my dating history, I've found that those things, and like Angel, she has brothers, so you know, it checks that box.
I must be the dysfunctional family king, because I think every woman that I've dated, for the most part, now that I'm trying to really think about it, has either their father's not been around, or I don't recall, they haven't had a good relationship with their families. And here I come.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's that's interesting that you say that, because now that I think, at least it's definitely the past 3 or 4 relationships I've had, they have not had really good relationships with their families.
And your parents are still together?
Absolutely.
Do you have brothers?
I got sisters.
Sisters. Okay.
Sisters.
So a girl the flip side of it might be like, well, you be good because you have sisters.
Oh, absolutely. Because I look at that now, and you know how I want my sister to be treated. Shoot, I'll fight over her. So she's the same way about me. She's very protective of me. So yeah, it's a good blend, to say the least.
That's Victoria, as the resident old timer of the LBW. And well, no, you're not the only lady in here. We also got Natasha in here.
Yep.
So actually, for both of you, do you notice certain habits, or not habits, I guess, certain characteristics of guys that you've dated, where even if you you don't work out for whatever reason, but you don't end on bad terms, but you were like that you notice in successful relationships you've had, that there's certain characteristics of those guys or those men that you've dated? And while you're typing that out, we can move on to the next one. Let's see. should a man, this was interesting, should a man pay to keep up his woman's physical appearance, hair, nails, makeup, etc.? And if they do, if your answer, ladies, is yes, they should, is that a weekly thing, monthly, fucking yearly, anniversary?
And again, this guys come from big families.
Guys from big families, you seem to get along with. Okay, all right. Ugh, guys from big families.
Right, it's the ugh that threw me off. It's like, so you don't like guys from big families?
Guys from big families.
Clarify that for us.
They have successful is when they Natasha says success when they have discipline, military / athletic, etc. Okay.
I can see that. What was the topic? I forgot now.
Oh, that was the what they're talking about, or what we're moving on?
What we went into, me and.
Oh, you having a little wisdom moment?
I was trying to.
Can't remember. It was the paying for your girl's maintenance.
Yeah, so I have no issue with that. However, if this becomes a weekly $300, $400, $500 deal, it ain't that much keeping up in the world to me. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing is my question. I don't want to pay $300, $400, $500. Hell, I don't even want to pay $200 a week. I think that's absurd to me. But I'm not a man.
I don't want to pay $2.
And ladies, I guess that goes to the ladies again. What is not only what do you feel a man should do, but what is the amount that she should do that?
I'd be curious. Yeah, Natasha, Victoria, what's your thoughts on this? I can tell you how Angel and I are, where she'll get her nails done or hair done or whatever, and I don't pay anything. not to sound like that, but I mean, it's never came up, and yeah, I mean, it just she also doesn't pay for my haircuts. You know, being a modern woman, she doesn't pay for me to get a straight razor shave or anything like that. So, you know.
But here's the other piece to that. If I'm with a woman who is not working, and I'm telling her, hey, I got this in terms of the household or whatever. Now is the expectation that your daily or weekly or monthly maintenance comes with that.
Yeah, real quick. Hold on, Carlos, real quick. Victoria was saying, what was the question again? Should your man, or should us as boyfriends or husbands or whatever, should a man pay to keep up his woman's physical appearance, her hair, nails, makeup, etc.? And if so, should they do it weekly? Should they do it monthly, etc., etc.? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. So I definitely want to hear from the ladies in the group here, because it's a very interesting thing. I've done it before, but then it gets to be ridiculous when it's every week I have to go get my hair done at $200 a pop, and that's so that again, let's do the math on that. What is that? $600, $200, $400, $600, $800 a month just in hair. So I'm like, that's a house note somewhere.
Yeah, like I like the one thing you said at the beginning where you're like, if she's not working, you know, maybe like she's looking for a job and she's, you know, stressed or whatever because she's not working, you know, I might do it like that, as like you know, hey, go do this. I feel, you know, hey, what up, Derek? Derek's in the chat. But yeah, I don't know. It's you know, what's funny is Angel and I when she had her short hair, she's back to having short hair, but I did fade her up. Does that count? She had me fade her up one time.
No. No.
Come on, it's fucking paying with my time and effort. Natasha said, my ex-husband literally needs his ladies appointed in a particular way. Hair, mani-pedi, and outfits for business outings. To this day, he pays for his ladies. I opted out of the program 8 years ago. Now I'm curious with that, Natasha. If he is paying for it, does he also then get to make, like, hey, I want you to have this color nail polish. You should do your hair this way. I mean, I'm paying for it. So
right.
That's crazy.
because to me that's now it becomes a control.
Yeah, see,
thing
Carlos, sorry. You were shitting on it. Look, Natasha said it was romantic. I cut Angel's hair.
I didn't say it wasn't romantic. I just said
That's what it was. That romantic sound.
yeah. That can become a very dangerous situation when a man can tell you again as a woman how you should be looking. Even for me, I don't want to be able to tell you I want you to look this way for me. Then what are you doing for yourself?
Yeah. Oh shit, my mic's cutting out. Derek was saying I don't mind treating sometimes. It's a problem when it's expected. Yeah, that's it's weird. I mean, like it's never come up with me and Angel. I mean, she just, she'll do get her nails done, or she couldn't find one of the reasons why I faded her up is because she couldn't find a barber that would do her. Why are you laughing?
The reason I faded her up.
Well, no, because she couldn't find a barber around here that could fade her hair like in the back the way she wanted. So I like during quarantine, I was cutting my own hair and fading myself up, and so I was and every once in a while I'll do it if I'm just like, fuck it, just do it. She had me do it, but I was like so nervous because if I fuck up my hair, I'll shave it all off. I don't give a shit. But I was like, I don't want to fuck her hair up, but she was happy with it. But she's got a person now. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, like we have separate accounts too, so it's and I never am like, oh, what are you buying with your money, or anything like that.
But it would be interesting though that piece of it is like you said, if you work and she's working in general, you work and she's working, you paying all of the bills. And now the expectation is, hey, but you also should add this on to what you're paying for. That I'm also then I'm gonna feel a ways because I'm like, well, what are you spending your money on? And not that I should be in your bank account or trying to figure out what you're spending on, but if I'm taking care of all of this and there's no reciprocation in other places, then now I'm concerned as to what am I doing and what are you doing with your money?
Yeah. It's it's like I would tell girls when we were dating or whatever, like if I do something for him, I'm not doing it because I expect something in return. I'm doing it because I want to. And so like if somebody's expecting it and like almost like demanding it, then yeah, I'm gonna feel. I'd be like, I don't know about that.
As I'll end this part with this. I've been in relationships, I'll say that, so I don't single somebody out. Where I was taking care of everything, and they was like, "Well, why don't we should go on a trip every month?" And I'm like, "But I'm taking care of everything. I'm taking care of everything. I have to manage everything. And granted, a trip would be nice, but if it's not in the budget, based off the fact that I'm taking care of everything, then your expectation is unrealistic, especially if you know that I'm not clocking $1 million.
Yeah, that's like Angel and I have talked about. Like it was both of it was my first time doing a cruise. We did a cruise this last year with Rob and Kelsey from Laugh After Dark and Sean McCann and Liz and Spiro and Rob and Kelsey had just hit us up about another cruise. I'll talk to you about it afterwards. It's pretty fucking cheap. And I was like, but the thing with what we do, it's like that, like if Angel has sick days, she has vacation and she's getting paid during that. I don't. So like if I'm taking a weekend off, that's I'm not only having money going out for the trip, but there's no money coming in, right. So it's tough, excuse me.
I mean, it's a communication thing. You definitely have to have that communication there, because I don't know what the expectations are anymore from a woman's perspective as to if I am responsible for that.
Yeah. And Natasha responded that her husband, yes, he would tell them how to do their hair or their nails or all that, and they comply.
I mean, and there are plenty of women that will, because shit, they ain't got this money that's not coming out their pocket. Yeah. So why not?
And then he just starts fucking and be like, I will see you bald. Just fucking
right.
The cruise story. What cruise story? I mean, there's not.
Oh, ain't no cruise story. It's a plan. He was about to tell me about a plan. That's for something else. You guys are not involved in that one.
I mean, the only story I have from the cruise that we took, it was cool. We went to Mexico, out of we went out of like down by San Diego, and it was like a 3 or 4 day. It was interesting. Like Sean and I kind of both had the same thing. We were like, this is because it was only like 3 nights, I think 3 nights. And we were like, this is the perfect amount of time for us, for Sean and I, because I don't know. It's after you get over the initial, like, man, this is crazy. We're on a fucking ship and there's an elevator in here and you got fucking a watch shop over here and all this. Then it's kind of just like, all right, so we're just on this fucking cruise. The other thing that was funny, the other thing that was funny is as we were driving there to the dock, there's like an app and it tells you all the, like there's probably 100 things that you can do. There's like bingo, there's fucking some have a comedy show, there's music, blah blah. And we were like, it tells you the date and the time, which day, and we're like, we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. We checked off probably 20 to 30 things and did 0 of them. We did not do one fucking thing. We basically excuse me, we would sleep in, and then we would go eat and we would they had a poker, well, they had a casino on the ship, and they had one of the things they said is they had poker on there. So I was like, oh fuck, dope, I'll play poker. They had one poker table and it's you have to wait, and the wait was like 4 hours, and you have to be in the casino when they call you. So I was like, well, I'm not playing poker then. So every night we would fucking get high and go out on the deck, which was cool. But I mean, I'm like, I could do all this shit just at home.
Right. Right.
It was a cool experience. I mean, glad to say I did it, but I wasn't as like, oh, this is fucking, I want to do this all the time as other people were, But have you done a cruise before?
Yeah, I almost fell off a cruise ship. Yeah, this is a long story short.
No, you can't just fucking that teaser. What happened?
Actually, that's funny because this was obviously I think I was in high school when I went on one, and it was for a choir trip. So I was trying to be cool and holler at this one chick that was on the cruise. And you know how you lean back. I was trying to lean back on the gate, but I didn't realize it was the one where when you port, they open those gates up.
Oh fuck!
For shit to come up, and so it was loose, and it went out, and then it caught like right. I was like,
did you shit yourself?
Pretty much. I was like, and it was at night, so I would have just been in the middle.
You're dead.
Yeah, we were going to the Bahamas. I've been gone. Yeah, I'm gone.
Oh my God.
So after that, I never went to I think I've done one other cruise, maybe 2 other cruises since then. I've never got, especially at night, I've never gotten on the edges of the ship. I always kind of stayed because I'm like, man, that shit scared the hell out of me.
That brings up, I'm going to put a topic for the HWP, times where you almost died.
Oh, well, I got probably 2 or 3 of those stories.
Okay, well, it's not a contest. Victoria said, did you guys act out the Titanic scene? Me and Sean or me and Angel? No, it's neither. You if you were smart, you should perform on the ship so you could be on the ship for free. Yeah, I know.
But it's not really free. Yeah. You're working your ass off for sure.
Yeah, and those rooms, the rooms they put you in when you're doing those are like fucking closets. They're the shit rooms.
Right. Oh yeah, Stormbreaker. It was one of those situations where it was one of those situations where I literally, because you could see when the gate opened up, if you look down, you could see the water. So that's how far it opened out, and I grabbed onto the rails and was just hold on. But yeah, I will never forget it. Never.
And dude, it is terrifying at night when you look out. Dude, we went out. We're high and we're looking out, and you'll see like maybe the moon way off in the distance, but you're just
and nothing.
Yes, it's just fucking like you're in space. It's crazy.
Right.
Absolutely. Fucking wild, dude. That'd be a
no.
good place to have like a scary movie. A cruise
Oh
ship
yeah,
at
you can
night.
definitely do it.
There's a movie called Triangle that's takes place on a cruise ship that's very good and has a twist on it. I highly
I
recommend
think
it. It's good.
I think I've seen it, but I may check it
It's
out.
blonde chick.
Mm. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, I haven't seen it.
You're watching some other sexual triangle thing.
Yeah, it was a lot of that going on.
Oh my. Okay, here's this is a great, and this will go into my topic afterwards. Going on trips with someone, I mean, it also is related to the cruise, and expecting to get laid because you paid for the trip. Oh, ghost ship. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and the ladies can chime in on this. Has a guy ever paid for a trip and you didn't give him the goodies?
Y'all just out there on a trip for real.
Yeah.
Like it's just a trip.
Well,
Yeah, that's what the ladies. Please answer that one.
I mean, okay, this is gonna sound so fucked up, but I would not go on a trip with someone or pay for a trip and go on a trip with someone if we hadn't already knocked boots.
I don't know you will say that.
Only because I wouldn't, if it's some, like, it could be a girl that I liked a lot and we hadn't hooked up yet, but I wouldn't want to put that pressure on me and or her. You know what I mean? So I'd rather, please don't. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, this voice is crazy. You know, girl, sometimes I do want to lay you down. All right. But yeah, I wouldn't be buying a trip for somebody if I didn't already know that, like, well, we already been hooking up, so
It was gonna go down.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
Okay.
just being honest. I mean, I'll take you out to dinner if we haven't hooked
I
up
like
yet.
to take women on trips and not expect to get some out there.
Don't you fucking answer it honestly, Carlos, you motherfucker. Don't make me the asshole. I just said though, I wouldn't want to put that pressure or make her feel like she has to do anything or whatever. And I don't want to be like, well, do I make a move or is she gonna feel like I only paid for the trip because of this? You know, all that shit.
Right. But I am going to side with you. I don't know. We don't have to. We could not have done it before. But if we're going on a trip and we've been feeling each other and it's like that, and it's I don't know if it's an expectation or a more of a want. Like I feel like this should happen because we in this lovely environment and hey, here we are. So why not? That would be my honest opinion or statement to it.
Not?
But I wouldn't. Yeah, why not? We here.
Come on, let's fuck. Why not? Natasha
I
said,
ain't gonna be mad about it. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
If it didn't happen, I'm not gonna be like, man, well, fuck this bitch. I ain't taking you on no more trips ever. Like you probably shouldn't have taken on the first one if that's how you were gonna feel.
yeah, I always say I don't expect anything because if it doesn't happen, then you're disappointed. So I just go with the flow. But I would not put myself in a position where I would be hoping like, you know, like, oh, I mean that my mind doesn't even work that way where I'd be like, well, if I take her on this trip and I pay for it, then she's definitely going to fuck. That's not my mind. Natasha said getting flown out doesn't necessarily mean sex or sleeping together, especially a day trip where you're in and out. True. You meet for lunch, come back home. I'd be wary of an overnight offer. Okay. I'll get to your thing, Derek, here in a sec. But Natasha, hitting on that, you'd be wary with an overnight offer of, okay, well, what if it's somebody that you guys have already had sex? Are you still wary of it? Wary of it? Of an overnight offer?
Well, let's add this too. Okay, so an overnight trip, if a dude flies you out, Natasha, and it's an overnight trip, but he puts you in a hotel and doesn't let you come to his house.
Ooh, oh my.
Because now to me that changes the game and it changes the game two ways. One, it should make her comfortable to be like, okay, this dude's not bringing me to my house, but does that open up the door where you're like, okay, well shit, he ain't taking me to his house. Oh.
It also might be, is it because he's got a wife there?
Then there's that. then there's that.
Yeah.
So, because I would definitely, well, if I found somebody, I'd be like, you're not coming to my house first, because I don't know enough about you like that to know what you're gonna do in my house. I don't know.
I might, if I had a guest room, or yeah, I mean, I might be like, and I would give them my room, and then I would probably take the
Mhm.
guest room, like if we hadn't hooked up or whatever, and then that way there's no pressure, I'll be like,
Right.
you can have my room, et cetera, et cetera. And then Derek said, trips I think are for relationships or someone already intimate with. Agree, Jay. Fucking there we go, Derek. Thank God somebody had my fucking. Well, you kind of did too.
Derek, you saying you're not gonna take if you feeling a chick and you like you live here in Vegas, she lives in LA, and you say, hey, well, I got this trip, I want to go to Miami. You saying no, I'm not gonna take her if we're not already in a relationship or have been intimate. Is that what you're going with?
We'll wait for your response. And Natasha said, well, come on, I'm not a complete prude. If we've been intimate, then that's a different story. Oh, so you just fucking out there knocking the fucking boot. No. I don't have any thoughts on hotel versus home, though. Never came up as an issue. Okay. Gotcha. Love in black and white ASMR.
I would. I, now that you say that, though, as a man, I guess I would be concerned if the shoe was on the other foot. That why you ain't let me come to your house? Like, you live in the city. Like, you live in the city. Why you? Now, I can understand. I might bring a woman out and put her in a hotel and bring her to a house to hang.
Yeah.
But if she can go back to her hotel if she wants to.
Yeah. I mean, and to be honest with you, all this would probably be discussed before the trip is
100%
planned. It'd be like, I mean, I would tell a chick, I'd be like, okay, you're coming out. I'm like, you can stay at my place. If I had the money like that, where I'd be like, you can stay at my place. You can have my room. I'll take the couch, or I'll take the guest room, or I can put you up at, whatever the Ritz, and whatever you're comfortable with, and let her decide.
Absolutely.
It's probably how I do it.
Okay, you going with the Ritz though? Okay.
I was just, like I said, if I had that money, or you can stay at the Motel 6,
Seagull Suites.
Yeah. Fucking
boy, listen, if you
budget
get
in.
flown out and the dude put you in the Seagull Suites, just get back on that Spirit Airlines flight that I'm sure you came on.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going back.
Everything is the discount one.
That's a discount for sure.
Isn't there a fucking cheap one called Budget Inn?
Yeah, there he is.
Fucking Budget Inn.
Yep.
Excuse me. Well, speaking of going on trips, next week there will be no Love in Black and White, and there won't be the week after. So we're gonna be gone for 2 weeks because I leave the 31st, or we leave the 30th, and we arrive in Ireland. Angel and I arrive in Ireland on the 31st, and we're there for a week, and we're back the 6th, I believe. So there won't be Love in Black and White for 2 weeks. Just telling you now.
Ooh,
I know. Or you want to do a solo, Carlos?
Yeah, I mean, I can hold it down.
You want to?
No. Yeah, I'll be packing up to head to Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that's right. You like how when Carlos is doing Atlanta, and way back when he was talking about getting the gig, I was like, dude, I'd love to feature. I'd love to do Atlanta with you. He's like, all right, well, let me find out, blah blah blah. It's while I'm in Ireland, so he had mentioned the other day that he's going to be in Atlanta. I was like, well, I can get no fucking. He's like, you're in Ireland, dummy.
I could do it, but listen, I'm gonna be sitting here talking to y'all for an hour by myself.
Yeah, Carlos, take over. Yes. We could do maybe like a Q&A. You could do but the only thing is, if we were to plan, and Carl, if you don't like this idea at all, Carlos, or you're like, nah, that's not gonna happen, then just it's fine. But
I'm bringing on my stalker.
Oh my. You could do but the thing is, everybody would have to commit on being here, but you could do like a Q&A and just be like, I'm not doing anything other than answering questions.
Right.
So
right.
So if nobody shows up, Victoria says she'll do it with Carlos. Are you getting flown out? No, but
They got a single suites right around the corner.
yeah.
I wouldn't do you like that, Victoria.
Would you? No one would show up.
I'd
Jesus,
be sitting on here looking.
Victoria, that's not very nice. All right. Yeah. So, but we're going to Ireland. We arrive in Ireland on Halloween, and you know what? Angel, why is Jay trying to put this black man to work while he's on vacation?
See, there you go, Natasha. There you go, Natasha. There you go. So he was like, man, since I'm not gonna be here, you get to work. N-word.
Well, I don't really have a rebuttal, so just let that
You out there
simmer.
throwing out ideas. What you can do while I'm gone? I'm gonna be shuffling it over in Ireland.
Jesus. And then dare you to oh my like that in a drive-through. Got you. You know what Angel mentioned to me yesterday that I didn't even realize. We will be in Ireland when the new president is decided.
Perhaps. I think this is gonna be strung out for a few days.
Well, I know that the shit that they were trying to do, the Republicans were trying to do in Georgia, I got shot down by one of the courts, but I don't know. It should be interesting.
So, because November 5th is election day, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. And
Y'all
we
get
come
back
back
on
the
the
6th.
6th?
Yeah.
It might, yeah. I think this was gonna be strung out for a few days.
Dude, I mean, this isn't like Love in Black and White material, but I remember when Trump got elected, you know Roger Lazola, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Roger, when we used to be roommates, and he was coming back from Seattle, and I picked him up at the airport, and while he was on the plane, it was said that Trump won, and he was like, he couldn't believe it. And when I picked him up, he's like, we're going to the liquor store. We're going to the liquor store right now. So we went right to the liquor store. He got whatever he got, and then we went back to the house. I have a picture of him sitting out on our deck, sitting what's a crisscross applesauce. You can't say the other one anymore. He's sitting crisscross applesauce, and he's fucking crying, and he has his bottle of alcohol, and he's just sitting there just in disbelief. And I was like, oh, Roger, oh, buddy.
Well, he might get ready for some more tears.
Yeah.
This, like you said, this is not Love in Black and White material, but I just think this is going to be a lot closer than it should.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. I'm sure it's gonna be close. It would be nice if it was fucking a blowout. You know, whichever way you can assume, whatever you believe. Yeah, that's us too. But back to Ireland. Yeah, so we're one of the nights we're out there. So my old roommate Ray Breen, he's from Ireland. He lived in Oregon for a while, and we were roommates in Oregon, and he moved back to Swords, Ireland. And I went out to Ireland in 2017, and Ray put together this whole itinerary. So like I went and saw my family's homestead where my grandfather came over from Ireland, and but nobody's lived in it since like late 1800s, early 1900s. It's just a fucking a hut. But he's put together another itinerary for our trip out there, and one of the nights we're staying in a castle.
That's dope.
Yeah,
very romantic. Are you gonna give it up?
What the
yeah, I mean, Angel's taking you on a trip, technically.
She ain't taking me on the trip. We fucking both paid for our own tickets. I mean,
what I say? It's going back to the topic earlier.
Yeah, no, I know. So I don't know if I don't know. I mean, I paid my own way. We'll see how I feel.
It's a romantic trip.
Yeah. And she paid for her own nails, so maybe she'll be like, I'll see. Let's see what happens. No, it's pretty dope though. I'm excited, and it's her first time. Well, that cruise we went to Mexico, but you didn't need a passport at the time. But she's got a passport now, and this is her first trip out of the country, other than when we went on that cruise.
No.
Nip that in the butt. Is it in the butt or in the bud? Nip that in the bud.
I thought it was butt too.
Let's see. I'm Googling now real quick. Sorry.
Victoria asked, would you date someone who was a Republican or opposite political party? I think we talked about that one time before on the show. I don't really care about that. I care more, especially now, about her acceptance of Trump. That would be the deterrent for me. If you like, I'm a Republican, and I'm rocking with Trump, I'd be like, well, no, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
This ain't
and
gonna
I'm gonna answer that one sec. It's nip that in the bud with a D. The phrase comes from gardening, where you nip a flower or leaf bud to prevent it from growing.
I like butt better.
I'm sure you do.
Wow, that
I'm
take
sure
that off.
you do. You like a
Take that
little
off.
butt.
Take that offline right now.
That's the clip.
No, the hell you say?
It's just, and there's no context. It's literally you just going, I like butt better. Tune in for the next Love in Black and White, where we find out more about Carlos. No,
Well, I am living this gay life over here in this place.
Yeah, the fucking people. Oh, you dress nice. You take care of yourself. You give a fuck about how your place looks. You must be gay.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, did we talk about? I don't think we talked.
I don't
about
know.
that.
Did we?
Yeah. I don't think we talked about that.
Okay, here I'll answer Victoria's thing, and then that can be our final topic. I'm unsubscribing, Stormbreaker.
Right.
Could I date a Republican? Absolutely. I've said on this, I've said I know on HWP, like I'm friends with people that are Republicans and Trump, even Trump supporters, and it doesn't affect our friendship unless they let it affect our friendship. Because to me, like, I probably won't get into it with you, like if you're an avid Trump supporter. My buddy Robbie Yagi, our real estate agent, who's now, I consider him a friend. He's a Trump supporter, and it's because he's Lebanese, and he the things Trump, that's the main reason. Also money, there's a money aspect to it. What Trump keeps saying, but like we'll jokingly talk shit, and it hasn't got to where people get crazy. Like we'll joke back and forth. Like he posted a thing about Kamala, like he was like in his stories, it was something about imagine hiring someone that doesn't have experience or something like that, and then I said, or imagine hiring someone that all they have is concepts. We're just joking back and forth, and it's fine. I mean, so I could date a Republican. Shit, my grandparents, one was Republican, one was Democrat. I don't remember which one was which, and so they would not vote because they said our votes are going to cancel each other out, so we both just won't vote. But then my grandmother found out my grandfather was going and voting still.
Funny.
Yeah,
I'll be right back. I'm going to the store, baby.
And my grandmother never drove. She didn't drive a car. She didn't know how to drive, and so she could just take off. And then she was like, "What the fuck?" Could you? What were you saying about it?
I said, yeah. I mean, I could. It's just as long as with specifics to Trump, that's a no go for me, because I don't know how you can accept me when that man does it. So,
yeah, and that's what's funny is when Robbie and I were talking about it, he was like, "I know Trump's a piece of shit. He's a fucking scumbag," but he's like, his view is that he's better for the economy and money wise, which
for the rich.
Yeah. I don't agree with that, but I understand if that's why you want to vote for Trump. Like. Right. And the fact that he's like, I know he's a piece of shit. He's the fucking worst, but financially he will help me or whatever, but I don't think he will, but no. Anyways, yeah. So you're gay now.
That's yeah. I guess we're gonna end with that. Yeah. So
that's it, guys. We were just making that announcement.
Glad y'all know I'm out the closet now. Hell no. But respect to all of them. Let's make sure we say that. Yeah. We had a conversation with a young lady a couple weeks ago, actually the week of my birthday, that Kalia had come over and she did a video and she was in my place. And so this young lady hit me with a message. It was like, "Hey, your place is nice." And she was like, "Who decorated?" And I was like, "Well, I did." First of all, she didn't even see anything but windows in the living room and maybe the couch. So I was like, "I did." She says, "Oh, what are you, gay?" And I was like, so I gotta be gay to have a nice place. Like I don't understand how we got here. How'd you correlate having a nice place that the only reason a straight man would have it is if he was gay? So now I guess I'm officially gay.
Yeah, I'm like, it's so fucking random. Like, and also, I mean, good on gay people. That's I guess that's a stereotype. That they got some positive ones. That is so fucking. Yeah, you know what? Now I think about it, I had not asked me if I was gay, but I've had women like impressed with like my decor on my apartment or whatever, you know, and you know, I mean, here they do too, but they think it's all angel when it's not. It's not fucking all angel. Thank you. Oh, I'm just on fucking sucker duty now.
Is it right? But is it really?
Yeah, I mean, you saw the pictures.
I did. I got some dope pictures because of y'all. Thank you. We're living now. We living now.
I mean, it's pretty much me. You know, we just put Angel's name on that.
Right.
She agreed though. She liked him.
Yeah. No. Well, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then now we making this. Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we're now making this a bit now where I have to figure out how did I become gay so quickly.
Yeah, he's doing it on stage. Yeah. So yeah, it's so fucking weird. Like,
but I could just attribute it again. I realize and I understand that a lot of women have been through a lot of bullshit. With dudes and they arrive at these dudes' house and
the mattress is on the floor.
Yeah. So their expectations, and I hate to say it like that, are low. So when they do see a dude that actually likes to keep his place clean, it throws them, which is bizarre in itself to me.
I mean, your place is so sick. It's for those that it's got an industrial feel, a minimalist kind of look to it, modern. I mean, I think I honestly feel like the best way to describe it is like if Tony Stark had like a little bachelor pad, you know, like an apartment, or fucking Bruce Wayne. Yeah, it's sick.
I'm at peace here, and so anybody who comes into my peace, it has to add some value to it. You like that?
I think the real highlight of your place are the TVs in your office and your living room.
Oh, I thought you were about to say something smart.
Oh, no. I mean, they're small, but the way they were installed.
Oh, I got 180 inches in the bedroom.
What's your TV? And on that note, oh shit, I got 180 inches. If I times my dick by 11, I don't know.
It's the big screen.
It is going off the rails.
Right.
All right, let's wrap it up. All right, let's do some plugs. First of all, thank you everybody that came into the chat this week. And again, I'll post that there is no podcast next week and the week after, just as like a reminder. If you're following me on Instagram or Instagram. All right, what do you got coming up, Carlito?
We have the Hilarious 7 this weekend where I'll be on that joint with you.
Are you doing both Friday and Saturday?
Just Friday.
Okay.
Friday. I'm probably at the LA Comedy Club tomorrow. Then next week I am in Atlanta. So check that out, parttimefamous.com. Y'all come see me.
Yes. And I will Friday be at Oyo, and Saturday I'll be at Oyo. Then I go to Ireland. If you're in Ireland, I'm going to try and do a set at Stitches, or there's another comedy club in Ireland I might try and get on. After that, we got shows in Las Vegas, Barstow, Foxborough. I'll be Winter Haven, Florida. Go to bigirishj.com for tickets, or parttimefamous.com for Carlos's dates. And until 3 weeks from now, thanks again, and we'll keep trying to put the love back in you.
Back in you, right?
Yeah.